Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another Minecraft Java video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 fabric mods for Minecraft Java Edition version 1.18.1, and these are going to be the best fabric mods to get you started. So if you guys are recently getting into the modding scene in Minecraft Java Edition, or this is your first time installing mods for Minecraft Java Edition on version 1.18.1, then these are some of the mods that I would recommend that you guys check out. If you guys already are using mods, then also I would recommend that you guys check out these mods. I do use these mods in all of my mod packs, and I think they're really cool. They do offer some nice functions in the game to make Minecraft more exciting and more playable. So if you guys are looking for some cool mods to check out for Minecraft Java Edition for the Fabric mod loader, then definitely check out these 10 mods that I'm going to show you guys today. Alright, so to begin with, you will actually need to install Fabric for your Minecraft Java game on version 1.18.1. Just head over to this website, which is fabricmc.net, as you guys can see. And on the top menu, all you need to do is click on the download link over there. And then we need to click on this link which says download universal jar. You can also go ahead and click on this link which says download for Windows, and that will actually download the Windows-based installer. But I like using the universal jar because that does not come up with any error messages and it's fairly straightforward. You will need to install Java OpenJDK, and I will leave a link in the description to my blog where I'll have mentioned how you guys can install the Java OpenJDK and which is the best version to get as well. So just click on where it says download universal jar and download the latest installer for Fabric. Once you have finished downloading the Fabric installer, the next file you need to get is actually Fabric API, because we do need this file to be placed inside our mods folder to be able to use additional mods. And as you guys can see, it does say over here, most mods will also require you to install Fabric API into the mods folder, and there is a link over here. So just click on where it says Fabric API, and that should open up a curseforge.com website. And as you guys can see, it says Fabric API, and this is the curseforge.com website. Click on Files, and then go ahead and download the latest version for your current version of Minecraft. So because we are currently on version 1.18.1, we can see that this is also for version 1.18.1. So I'm going to go ahead and click on download, and then I'm going to wait 5 seconds for the download to start. Once Fabric API has finished downloading, you can actually go to the curseforge.com website, click on Minecraft, and then you need to click on the mods link in the menu over here. So as you guys can see, it says mods. Click on mods, and then you can actually search for all of the mods I am going to show you guys today. When you do go into the specific mod files, you will need to actually locate the correct version. So click on the files link and then download the correct version for your Minecraft game. Alright, so I've gone ahead and placed the files on my desktop, and once you have finished downloading the Fabric installer file and the Fabric API file, just double click on the Fabric installer. You can also right click on it and select open with, and then select open JDK platform binary, and this is only going to show up if you do actually install the open JDK software which I mentioned earlier, and I will leave a link in the description on how you guys can do that. So let's go ahead and double click on this jar file, and that should basically open up the Fabric installer for you, and you can select the game version over here. So let's leave it as a default on the latest version, which is version 1.18.1. And now I'm going to click on install, and that's basically going to install Fabric into our Minecraft launcher. If you guys have both Minecraft launchers installed, it is going to show you this message. So if you are using the new Minecraft launcher, select this option which says Microsoft Store /Xbox. If you've got the old Minecraft launcher, select this option which says standalone. So let's go ahead and select this option because I am on the new Minecraft launcher. So click on OK and then close this down. We can now get rid of this Fabric installer. You then need to launch the Minecraft launcher, and then we need to make sure that Fabric is installed. So in the bottom left corner here, you can see in the drop down it does say Fabric Loader 1.18.1. If we go into the installation section over here, you can see it says Fabric Loader 1.18.1, Fabric Loader 0.12.11 for 1.18.1. So we do know that Fabric has been installed. You then need to click on this folder icon, and that should open up your default Minecraft directory. In this directory, you need to look for a folder that says mods. If you don't have this folder that says mods for any reason, right click on an empty space, click on new, click on folder, and then just rename that folder to mods. So let's go inside the mods folder. We can then drag the Fabric API mod file inside this folder. So let's go ahead and do that now. So as you guys can see, I've got the Fabric API jar file all of the mods are going to be in jar format. I'm going to drag this file inside my mods folder. Eventually your mods folder is going to get filled up with different jar files, which are going to be your mods. So when you are downloading and installing the mods, make sure that you are downloading them into the mods folder, which will then allow you to play the game with those downloaded mods. We can now close this down, and then we can actually go ahead and start downloading the different mods. So now I'm going to show you guys the top 10 best fabric mods, which I think you guys should check out and try out for your Minecraft Java game version 1.18.1. Alright, so the first mod I would actually recommend that you guys check out is called Mod Menu, and what it does is it creates a button on the main menu screen over here. So on your main game menu, you are going to see a button that says mods. You can then click into this button and it should basically show you all of the different mods that you have got installed. So as you guys can see, I've got several different mods installed over here, and it is showing me all of the mods that I have got installed. You can also click on this filter icon over here and you can make sure that the libraries are shown or hidden. I've gone ahead and selected the shown option so I can actually see all of the different libraries and the mods and their dependencies as well. You can also sort the mods by A to Z or Z to A, as you guys can see over here. Another good thing about Mod Menu is that you can actually configure your different mods through this menu. We can go ahead and click into a mod, and some of the mods are configurable, so you can actually click on a mod and it should have a configure icon on the top right corner here, and you can actually click on this icon and select the different options for that particular mod. So as you guys can see, I have clicked into the Inventory HUD Plus mod, and I am able to change the different settings for that particular mod. But this is why the Mod Menu mod is really useful to install and definitely worth having if you are using a Fabric mod loader and you are using Fabric based mods. Alright, so the next mod I would recommend to install is called Roughly Enough Items, aka REI, and the Roughly Enough Items mod is really good because if you press E on your keyboard, instead of using the recipe book, you can go ahead and have a look at the right hand side section of your screen, and this is going to have different pages for you to check out, and this is going to show you all of the items that you can actually produce and craft in the game. So as you guys can see, I've got all of the items here listed that I can actually go ahead and click into, and it's going to tell me how to actually create that specific item. So as you guys can see, I have actually clicked into this item, which is the jukebox, and it's telling me that I would need the planks and a diamond to make that. Let's go ahead and click into a different item. Let's go ahead and click into this diamond chest plate, and as you guys can see, it's showing me exactly how to create and craft this diamond chest plate. Another cool thing about this mod is that you can actually click on this cogwheel down here, and then you can actually enable the cheat mode. You can then click on the different items and they should basically give you the option to put that item in your inventory. So after enabling cheats in your game and going into the option here and enabling the cheating option over here, you can just go ahead and click on a specific item and use that item however you please. This is useful if you guys want to test an item out and you don't want to spend time looking for that particular item and how to craft it, and you've got all of the items listed here which you guys can basically check out and try out for yourself. Alright, so the next mod I would recommend to try out is Xaero's Minimap and Xaero's World Map. So as you guys can see in the top left corner there, I do have a minimap installed. If I press M on my keyboard, I can actually access the world map as well, and I can zoom in and I can zoom out as well into the world map. It's really cool. I really do like this mod. You also have the minimap, as I mentioned earlier. If I press tab on my keyboard, you can see that it is showing me the different type of mods that are near me, and I can get close to them as well. And if I let go of tab, then it changes them into a dot as well. If I press the Z key on my keyboard, it does actually make the minimap much larger, and I can press tab at the same time to get a much clearer view of the different mods, as you guys can see. If I press Y on my keyboard, I can access the minimap settings, and I can even go ahead and change the position of the minimap in here by choosing a preset. So let's go ahead and change the position to the top right corner like so, and then we can click on confirm. We can also change the minimap layout as well. So let's click on view settings, and then we can go ahead and change the shape to a circular shape. We can also go ahead and change the frame style to a colored frame, and then we can choose a different color for the frame like so. So let's go ahead and have a look at this minimap. So as you guys can see, I've now made it a green colored frame like so, and it is a circular minimap as opposed to a squared off one. I can go back into the settings and I can click on information settings, and I can choose to show me the current biome, the current game time, and the light level, facing angles, current dimension, and all that good stuff. So let's click on back, and as you guys can see underneath the minimap, I am now able to see what day it is, what the time is, and what kind of biome I am present in, and also the coordinates as well. You can also click on this option here which says waypoint settings and then go to the next page, and you can also choose to have the compass over the waypoints and a compass on the frame. So let's go back, and now we can see the compass directions on our actual frame, so I can see easily where north is and where south is. We can also set waypoints as well, so by pressing the Y key on my keyboard I can go into the waypoints menu, I can click on add, and I can create a brand new waypoint over here like so, and then I can actually move back and I can now see that waypoint's name, and it can even be shown behind obstacles. Like for example, I am standing behind the tree, but I can clearly see that there is a waypoint over there which I've renamed to number 1. And another cool thing about that waypoint is I can actually teleport to that waypoint. So let me just go further away from that waypoint, and then I'm going to press Y on my keyboard, click on waypoints, and then I'm going to click on the actual waypoint, and now I can actually teleport to that specific location. You do need cheats enabled, so do make sure that your cheats are enabled in your game, and then you can actually click on teleport, and as you guys can see, it's teleported me to the waypoint which I just created. The next mod I would actually recommend is the Inventory HUD Plus. So as you guys can see at the bottom there, I do have a different type of looking HUD, and it is telling me my armor and my weapon durability. So now that I have equipped this sword and I've already got the armor equipped, you can see that it's saying 100%, which shows the durability of that specific item. On the bottom right there, it is showing me the items which I've got in my inventory. So let me just go ahead and place this bed on the top left corner here, and as you guys can see at the bottom right there, it is now showing me that I've got the bed in my inventory like so. I can even go ahead and change the layout by going into the mod section, looking for Inventory HUD, clicking on this configure icon, and I can go ahead and change specific stuff in this menu here. So I can actually enable the vertical mode, enable the mini mode, and select all of these different type of options for the different layouts. Let's go ahead and select true for some of these items, and let's go ahead and actually change the layout. So I can actually move this over here, I can move it on top here, I can move the armor section to the left here, I can move the potions to the top as well, and it's all really flexible. You can move it anywhere in this screen like so, and then let's go back and see how that looks. So as you guys can see, the armor is now showing on the bottom left on my screen there, and the inventory is showing on the bottom right of my screen like so. So the Inventory HUD mod is a really cool mod if you guys do want to make your game look more RPG-like and make it more immersive as if you are playing a RPG. Another mod I would recommend to install is the Iris Shaders mod, and what that does is actually it allows us to install shaders for our Minecraft game. So you can download and install shaders from the CurseForge website or any other website which offers shaders, and then install them into your Minecraft game. So let me just show you how that works. Let me just go into my options, click on video settings, and then I should have a button here that says shader packs. I can click into that and enable shaders. So let's go ahead and enable the red hat shaders and click on apply. And as you guys can see, everything does look different. We have some nice looking water there, nice looking clouds as you guys can see, and then we also have the moving grass and moving leaves as well, and we have some cool looking shadows in our game. So everything does look really nice once you do go ahead and enable shaders. And just look at that sunshine, you can see the sun's rays there coming in through the gap, and it looks really cool and really realistic as well. So I would highly recommend that you guys check out the Iris Shaders mod as well. To install shaders is really simple. Click on options, go to video settings, click on shader packs, and then click on this button that says open shader pack folder. That should open up your shader packs folder inside your Minecraft directory. The next thing you need to do is go to the curseforge.com website, click on the customization menu within the Minecraft page, and then download any of the shader packs that you like, and then copy and paste them into the shader packs folder. So as you guys can see at the moment, I've got 2 shaders, but obviously you can go ahead and try out different shader packs for Iris shaders. Iris shaders does need another mod to work properly, and that is the sodium mod. And that brings us to the next mod, which I would recommend you guys check out, which is the sodium mod. So again, go ahead and download and install the sodium mod, which should give you really cool performance in your game. It might not work on the older hardware. In that case, I would recommend you guys get the Fabric mod and install Optifine instead if you guys are having problems getting sodium to work. But if we go into our options and click on video settings, you can see that these options and this layout is actually part of the sodium mod. So we've got general, we've got quality, we've got performance, and we've got the advanced section here, and we've got the shader packs from Iris shaders. So you can go ahead and play around with these settings and configure them to try and give yourself better FPS in your game. So essentially, the sodium mod is a really neat and nice performance-based mod that I would recommend you guys check out. If you guys are using Iris shaders, then you obviously will need the sodium mod for that to function properly as well. The next mod that I would check out is actually called LambDynamicLights, and what this mod does is actually it enables dynamic lighting within our Minecraft game. So let me give you a quick example. Let me change the time to night and make everything much darker. Let me actually change it to midnight and make it even more darker like so. And now if I was to go ahead and equip a torch, you can see that everything around me is illuminating. Let me go into third person view, and as you guys can see, the stuff around me has a light around it, and this is really useful if you guys are entering a really dark cave and you have a torch in your hand. You can just equip that, and that should basically light up everything around you, so you can see stuff much clearly. If I was to get rid of the torch, you can see that everything is now much darker. And then if I was to enable the torch again and hold it in my hand, then everything would light up. You can also go into the mod menu section and click on LambDynamicLights, click on the configure button here, and you can choose different options here. For example, I can click on this and I could choose to have dynamic lights off, set it to the fastest, or the fancy mode as well, and we can choose different options for the creeper, TNT, water sensitivity, entities, and block entities as well. So if you guys are looking to configure the dynamic lighting in your game, you can go ahead and install this mod and use the mod menu section to change the different options for LambDynamicLights. The next mod I would recommend is called the Worst Imperium Zoom mod. So as you guys can see where it says WI Zoom, and this is similar to some of the other Zoom mods that are available for the Fabric mod loader, and it's really simple to use. After you've installed it, just press V on your keyboard and you can actually zoom into a particular object or frame wherever you're pointing your crosshair to. You can then move your mouse wheel and really zoom in quite into that object. As you guys can see, I've zoomed in 50 times what my normal zoom level would be, and it's really good if you guys are standing somewhere at a distance and you want to see what is near a specific area in the distance there. You can just press V on your keyboard and then just move your mouse wheel and you can check out that particular area. It's a really cool mod to have. It already came with Optifine, but now thanks to the Zoom mods for Fabric, we can actually go ahead and install them for Fabric and get that nice Optifine type feeling with the Zoom mod. Alright, the next mod to check out is actually called WTHIT, which stands for What the Hell Is That? As you guys can see, if I point my crosshair at a particular block, it does actually tell me what that block is on the top middle section of my screen there, and I can actually look at this grass block, I can look at the oak log over there. This mod is really useful because it also tells you how much HP a particular mob has as well. So let's go ahead and look at some of these mobs. As you guys can see, I can actually see the HP for these mobs over here, and it tells me how much hearts they've got there. You can also go ahead and configure this mod by going into the mod menu section, clicking on mods, clicking on WTHIT, and then clicking on the configure icon like so, and then you can go ahead and click on the settings and you can choose different options for this mod. You can even move it around, so if you don't want it on the top section there, you can actually change it to have it at the bottom left or anywhere on your screen based on the different offset values. And it's a really cool mod to have. I would highly recommend it, especially if you are playing the game for the very first time or you are a beginner. Then you can use that mod to check out the different blocks and what their different functions are. The next mod to check out is actually called the Fabric tree chopper. And if you have a axe equipped in your hand and you go to chop a tree, you can actually set your game to actually chop down the whole tree in one go. So as you guys can see, that's basically chopped down the entire tree, and all I did was to actually just chop down one block. So let's go ahead and do that for this tree, and as you guys can see, the entire tree has been chopped down, and it actually affects the durability of your axe as well, because that is actually chopping down the entire tree. So let's go ahead and test it out on this tree over here. I'm going to chop this block and let's have a look. There we go. So as you guys can see, the entire tree has been chopped down in one go. You can go ahead and configure what kind of chopping mechanic you want to use, and also if you guys want to have any durability effects on your axe when you are chopping. And we can go into our mod section, look for the fabric tree chopper, and then we can configure it. So if I wanted my axe to never actually break during the chop, so I can actually click the no durability loss option here, and I can also go and select the tree chop mode over here. So as you guys can see at the moment, I've got the full chop mode enabled, and we can also go ahead and choose the single chop or the vanilla chop option there as well. And let's see what kind of durability we would suffer. So as you guys can see, I've only suffered the 1-2% there, as opposed to the entire durability loss that we would suffer if we were chopping down the whole tree. So this is a good way to speed up your game if you guys are playing this for the first time. Hopefully you guys will enjoy these top 10 fabric mods which I have shown you guys today. If you have any comments or queries about installing any of the stuff I have shown you guys today, do leave them in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to try and help you guys out. And also, please do subscribe to this channel to help support it, help it go, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.